Sunday service on a roll. Sunday service on a roll. Sunday service on a roll.
And your book, The Blueprint of Darkness, is actually something that taps into that, going into the darkness and coming out and finding the light. So tell us a little bit about the inspiration that made you write the book and give these jewels, this knowledge for the family.
Well, the whole concept of me making the book was really from the Christian mindset. So most Black people are raised in a Christian mindset. We do have a Muslim background. We have some other things, but mainly the American Black is typically raised in a Christian background. Their grandparents are Christian. Their mothers and fathers, or at least just the mother, are Christian. And it was always confusion because even, going down to the last things that happened a couple days ago, this whole forgiving thing with Christianity, I never understood the whole forgiving thing. Somebody fucking slap you in the face, you're supposed to forgive them.
Right.
But then the rabbit hole got deeper because when I was young, if you'll read the book, you'll see that at a young age, I started to notice. I did research into what angels were. I always, like when I was like 5 through 10 years old, I was researching what are the angels, what are the demons, stuff that forbidden. You're not supposed to be looking at that. If you're a Christian, you're supposed to just know Jesus and God. You don't need to be looking at no other bullshit.
Right.
And I started I wanted to know what Leviathan is. I'm gonna give you a good perception of what that is. I wanted to know Revelations. At a young age, I was in the Revelations. And why is darkness viewed as evil? When in the beginning of Genesis, it says that everything started out the face of the darkness, or the face of the darkness moved upon the waters. And so if this thing is primordial, if it's a primordial energy, then why the fuck is it everything's fucking dark, even to the stigma of dark people? Everything's got to be fucking evil. Right. So I thought it was very important to reverse that polarity and break that concept down to where we came from darkness from a perspective of the universe and the cosmos and Egyptian pantheons, different mythologies that we've heard of, but we never conceptualized into how this thing actually fit in your daily life, how it plays out in your daily life, all of these movies and stuff we're watching. And I wanted to make a beginner's guide. Now understand, the Blueprint of Darkness is nothing but a beginner's guide. If you watch my videos, you can find me at Oni Osaru on YouTube. It gets very deep, and some people, I get phone calls all over the world. They just can't get my mind. But you got to start somewhere. That's why I prescribe the book first. The book is going to get you to know who I am a little bit. It's going to give you a perspective of what darkness and what light is, the opposite ends of polarities. It's going to give you what God and the devil actually is, because we were fucked up in that concept. And eventually it's going to show you stuff with dreams, how dreams is related to darkness. You got to go into darkness at night within your mind for you to go to these other dimensions in yourself. And what the angels, what the demons, or the daemons, the daemonic realities, and eventually on down to just the whole perception of totality of what darkness is and what it means to a person, the unconscious mind. That's what it is. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, definitely. And You did an excellent breakdown in your book real quick, and it is a great guide for beginners to learn and take and, understand what this actual darkness really is. And I thought you did an excellent job on just decoding the Bible and some of the references in the Bible that tell you these play on words, and it's, this whole thing is allegory, especially everything, movies. You got to kind of look at the bad guy as always perceived as, bad or evil, when in all actuality, he's actually the light, the person that we actually need. You know what I mean?
Archetypes.
Right. So this kind of illusion that they put against us, this kind of fear, this perpetual state of fear, keeping our people docile, keeping our people hidden in the dark. And it goes all the way back to ancient times where they didn't let people in. They didn't let certain people into the mystery schools and all of that good stuff. Right. I wonder if you could think, why is that back in the day, or what was the more prevalent purpose for that kind of hidden knowledge instead of just letting it go rampant?
Well, what happened was, so people only can start where Kemet is. And that's a big mistake. You got to see where it comes from. And when you go into the Typhonian dynasties, I'll call them the dark dynasties versus the solar dynasties. The dark dynasties is where they practice all of this stuff that's demonized today. And it was the foundation of those civilizations. But until, what is his name? In the 13th dynasty, a pharaoh by the name of, what is his name? What is the guy they call Moses? I'm drawing blank right here. The guy they think is Moses. It's a pharaoh who brought the one God concept in.
Oh no, anybody?
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank too. Anybody? Yeah, if y'all can put that in there, just put him in there. He actually rose into power, and he actually changed everything into monotheism. So when it became monotheism, originally in the dark dynasties or the Typhonian dynasties, when the god Typhon or Apep, the chaos of the darkness or the dark energy, when that was in power, they had to make Ra the top god. And when he became the top god, the mystery schools disappeared. Originally, if you were growing up, you were told that there were these gods in the Kemetic or Typhonian dynasties. Then when you turn 33, that's where they got the whole Jesus thing from, or the Masons. Then they would tell you, hey, guess what? All of these guys are you, different aspects of you. And then you'd be like, what the fuck? For 33 years, you thought you was worshiping guys. And then that'd blow your fucking mind. Like, these guys are you. And that's the initiation into the mystery school, understanding the different energies of each of these guys. Each of these guys aren't separate. They're nothing but attributes of you. And when the solar dynasties, after Ramesses and all of these other guys came into play, going down to the 32nd, which is the last dynasty, everything pretty much got lost because they started to get attacked by everyone, and there was things stolen, manuscripts stolen. So the solar dynasties pretty much ended up making this thing monotheistic, how it is in church today. And you don't get the mysteries anymore. You just get that Ra is the God. He rises in the morning, wake your ass up, and all that bullshit that comes down to Jehovah today.